Have you ever dreamed of owning your own business but don't know where to start? Or maybe you've been thinking of owning your own coffee shop or maybe your favorite gym. You may want to look into franchising, and it's not just for the big guys anymore, and that's why I'm joined by franchise attorney and City of Dallas Franchise Impact Ambassador Carlos White to break down how to get into business and to be successful, which is the hard part. Good morning to you.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here.
I'm so glad to have you. Okay, so tell me, what is franchising and how does it work, especially across different industries?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, franchising is actually defined by federal and state law. But guess what? I don't think your audience want to get into the side of legalese with respect to that coffee. Right?
Give us the surface
so
first.
Practically speaking, let's think that coffee shop that you just mentioned. It's like, let's call it DFW Coffee, right? So DFW Coffee has developed a company that's successful, right? But they want to expand. And I'm an entrepreneur. It's like, hey, I would like to buy one of these DFW coffees and basically operate it in Oak Cliff. So I go to DFW Coffee and they say, okay, you're a good candidate. They train me up. And for them to train me up, I pay them a fee, as well as they assign the territory of Oak Cliff so I can operate my location. And from there, I'm able to learn from them and operate my business under that DFW brand within that particular area. So basically, franchising at its core is a partnership between the concept owner, which we call DFW Coffee, and the entrepreneur that wants to operate one of those, which we call the franchisee.
I kind of like this because of the simple fact, I think half the battle sometimes with entrepreneurship is coming up with an idea, a product, or something like that. So having a product already established and then going to that parent company sounds like a great way to maybe skip a couple of steps if you're not into that. Now, you've been in franchising for what, 2 decades now, right? So,
Yes.
So tell me, how has the landscape changed, do you think, or even evolved over the last couple of years?
You know, one thing from a transactional and regulatory standpoint, franchising has been the same. But the thing that has changed is the fact that franchising creates over $900 billion of economic activity, and a lot of global brands are here. That's why Mayor Eric Johnson developed the franchise initiative, because Dallas is one of the global hubs with respect to franchising. So we want to create more of those types of transactions here. So what you have really seen in the landscape is the number of concepts, especially everybody wants to come to Texas, right? Especially Dallas. We have the Texas Triangle where you can really grow and scale a business at a cost-efficient price point. So everybody's clamoring toward, hey, franchising is another mechanism in which I can utilize in order to become an entrepreneur or to grow and scale my business.
Interesting. Okay, so then tell me maybe some misconceptions you think people have as far as getting into franchising, things that maybe we don't understand.
Yeah, I think first off, it's important to recognize that just because you become a franchise owner doesn't mean you're going to be automatically wealthy, right?
Listen, because the money ain't going to come in, okay, in 24 hours.
So you get a lot of people who buy this franchise, you'll be rich. No, that's not the case, right? So we have to be important to, you got to still put in the work. You got to be able to understand what you're operating. Those are 2 important things. Also, it's that a lot of people think that franchising is non-negotiable. It's like basically you just accept what the concept says. That's absolutely untrue, because nothing is worse than having a great brand with bad contract terms. That equals a bad investment opportunity. So making sure that you understand and not rush so that you can make a good decision with respect to your time and money if you decide to purchase.
I like that you said not rush, because I think a lot of the times, I want to get into the nitty gritty of entrepreneurship, because I think a lot of the times on social media, everybody wants to own something, everybody wants to, you know, build something, and they don't think about the actual work that goes in behind it. They think, oh, it's going to be less work, I don't have to get up, and it's like, honey, it's like 24 hours. And so tell me maybe some things that people should be aware of, I think, before hopping into this puddle. Yeah,
I think you brought up a good point. Whether it's franchising or not, if you're an entrepreneur, it's so important that you understand exactly what drives you, what you're interested in, and what you think you'll be best suited to be successful. So once you kind of do the individualized things, it's important to always have a team. No business can be successful by themselves. A lot of entrepreneurs think that they can do it all themselves.
And it's not possible.
No, it's just not possible.
So tell me, because you actually have a course that's coming up at Dallas College. It's about franchising. Tell me all about what people are going to be learning in that, and then where people can find all of the information for it.
Yeah, absolutely. This franchising course that I developed with Dallas College Cedar Valley, shout out to President Seabrooks and Senior Director Alicia Jones for helping me put this together. It's important because one of the outgrowths of Mayor Johnson's franchise initiative is that we need to basically reduce the information deficit associated with franchising. So how do we come up with low-cost educational opportunities that people can afford, that can learn, hey, I want to franchise my business to become DFW Coffee, or I want to buy into a franchise and become a franchisee of DFW Coffee, or I want to be an investor and learn more about franchising.
Nice. All right. Well, if you guys want to learn more from Carlos, because obviously he has all the knowledge and all the tips, he's brought it to us this morning about any of these opportunities, you can check him out at the-impactor.com or go to the.impactor on social media to find him and all of the things he has to offer. And thank you so much for sharing all of your information this morning.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to be here. Thanks so much.